gentlemen, it's your boy Uptown 2525. Up Tizzle. Yak Master. You already know, baby. We're about to hold this down. Anyway, we're going to get into this Mayweather and Pacquiao fight. We're going to talk about these things because your boy got to talk about these things. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, we're going to talk about Mayweather's defensive skills. One of the best defensive fighters I've ever seen. One of the best. The people who invented the shoulder roll, you know, that thing that he does with his shoulder, amazing defensive quality, were probably the Romans from way back when. You know what I mean? The Romans, the Greeks, the gods, you know, those guys held that Roman shield and they created that kind of defensive stance. So a lot of boxers took that from that, you know what I mean? Where it originated from is very unknown. On tape, it could be a few fighters that did the shoulder roll. But a fighter that did it to perfection is my boy Muhammad Ali. On the floor right there when my man Frazier knocked him out. That's a real picture, by the way. You can't get this in 42nd Street. You know, this is a real life autographed picture. Shout out to my boy Joe Frazier, man. He's with the Yak Gods right now. You know what I'm talking about? With the Yak Gods. Anyway, on another note, like we were talking, Mayweather seems to have evolved in his greatness to defensive fighting. Now, there's two problems here. One, Mayweather is up there in age. Two, he's not as fast as he used to be. When you look at the tapes, he used to throw combinations in the middle of the ring. Like 3, 4, 5 punch combinations when he was younger. Doing his thing. He used to be an animal back then and doing his thing. And then over the years, he does like a 1-2, slip out the way, 1-2, slip out the way. Now that might work with an average boxer. But against Pacquiao, this thing could be very difficult to do. You're not just going to pop shot this guy and move out the way. Because, and I'm going to give you an example. Pacquiao can go 12 rounds. Mayweather can go 12 rounds. Both those guys can go 12 rounds, hands down. But Pacquiao, for some odd reason, this guy could put his foot in front of somebody's pivot when they step forward. So when they step forward or they step back, Pacquiao has his foot around somebody else's foot, making it that the boxer gets confused and can't be able to hit him. So what Pacquiao does, he has angles when he fights. So your particular guy that'll cut off the ring to try to get to Mayweather fails because Mayweather can predict whether this guy is going to go move right or left because that certain person is trying to cut off the ring. Mayweather's the master of the ring, people. Master of the ring. Shout out to Money May. I'm just speaking truth here. Now, Pacquiao's a different breed. This guy can do that. And he can match the speed. And he throws 5, 6, 7, 8 combinations in a row. In the middle, in the corner of the ring. This guy can do that. This is where the problem is going to lie for Mayweather. This is where the real test is going to happen. He's going to get his jaw tested. You remember when Mayweather got his jaw tested by your boy Mosley? You know, he gave him the hand of God. You know what I'm talking about? He gave him the hand of God. And he almost leaned, he almost fell, but he grabbed on Mosley's arm and he was begging for dear life. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, besides that, that's what was going on. You know what I mean? But Pacquiao, for some odd reason, Mosley could not finish the job. I don't know what happened, but Mayweather got his grown man on, put that defensive Roman shield on, and brutalized Mosley the whole time. So that shows that this guy has heart, he has character, he has speed, he has intelligence, he knows the ring, he's a veteran. Now, Pacquiao, on the other hand, same type of thing. He's been tested, he's been knocked out, he's been hit really hard, he's been cut, he's been bruised. He also tested the time of endurance, you know, holding it down, stamina, everything. Now, what I see Pacquiao succeeding in is out-punching Mayweather when Mayweather throws 1 or 2 combinations. Pacquiao's countering it, maybe with a 7-6 combination punch that Mayweather may not see coming. For some odd reason, when Mayweather fought Maidana, he had this problem. When Maidana was hitting him from different types of angles. Now, Maidana, he's not Pacquiao. He was hitting him with wild punches, where it was catching Mayweather off guard. And that's what I mean. Now, Pacquiao might have the upper hand in catching him in these flurries and hitting them from different types of angles. And Mayweather's not accustomed to seeing any footwork like that. You know what I mean? Now, the way I see this fight going, I think ultimately at the ending, Mayweather can win if he keeps his distance and he runs around that ring like he did with Maidana in the second fight, where he ran around the ring for 2 rounds. He might win it. You know, if he can pop shot Pacquiao, I don't know. I doubt it. I don't know. If he can do that and he can run around the ring, he might be able to succeed. He might be able to survive with that W. But a lot of people are speculating he might get the W due to the fact that the judges might rig it. And I believe the judges can rig it, you know. I believe that they might not give Pacquiao to win, even though it's a legitimate win. And I mean legitimate, like, as far as, like, not getting any knockouts, but by points. Now, both these men can outpoint anybody in the game. They can outpoint anybody in the game. But the real test of time is who's going to get the upper hand. If Pacquiao gets 2 or 3 knockdowns in the fight, I think he's taking it hands down. But it's up to the judges. If Mayweather's not knocked out, that could also be a factor in the whole thing. Like, Mayweather could win, obviously, because if he don't get knocked out, then Pacquiao's probably most definitely going to lose. Pacquiao has to keep this in mind. You know, he has to keep the pressure. He has to keep his footwork alive. These both men could do 12 rounds each. They get it done. Anyway, that is my conclusion to the Pacquiao and Mayweather fight. I think Pacquiao's going to win due to the fact that if he knocks him 3 times down to the ground, something like that, he's going to win. And I think Mayweather could win due to the fact he's running around the ring, he's doing that type of thing, or he might just get the bull crap decision. You know what I mean? But it's up to you folks to decide on what y'all think about my analysis. If you haven't checked out my yak videos, I got some yak videos, man, liquor videos. I mix liquor and everything. Holla at your boy. If you want to talk business, holla at bxunity@yahoo.com. You already know, baby. It's your boy holding it down. Holla at your boy.